Hello, good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing on this fantastic hump day this week? I see we got people in the live chat already. Welcome to our Week 10 NFL Pick Show, guys, here on the World of Football YouTube channel. I am your host, Adam Snow. Hello there, Sea-Dog. Yeah, excited for the show. So am I. We actually got an announcement we're going to make here towards the beginning of the show, but we'll get to that in a second. Hawkeye 07's in the chat. Hard to believe for sure that it's Week 10. Dale, me too, although I only went 7-7 last week. We'll get to the standings here. Hi, Sea-Dog. Good to see you. Thank you, everybody, for dropping in and spending your time with us on Wednesday night. I'm sure there's a bunch of other cool stuff you could be doing, and the fact that you're sitting here choosing to spend it with us means quite a bit. So let's get it around to introducing. Words are hard, guys. Can you tell I'm excited about this announcement? Let's get around to introducing the other members of this show. First up is my father, my co-host on our weekly podcast, This Week in the World of Football, the grand poobah of the World of Football channel and family. That's my father, Randy Snow, who clearly did not like the extra long intro.
No, I should get one of those grand poobah hats from the Flintstones and wear that one of these times.
Oh, the great, what is it, the Water Buffalo Lodge?
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't fit in the screen, but I would definitely love to see it. I mean, maybe if you turned your phone vertical like Aaron does sometimes when he does the show, that'd be worth it. And speaking of, let's bring on the third wheel of our show, my brother, the guy who only makes an appearance once a week, but when he's on, everybody, he lights it up, and that's my brother, Aaron Snow. Hey, Ron, welcome. How you doing?
Doing good. A little goes a long way, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, it's all good. And guys, like I said, we're here to do our weekly NFL picks. I see a few people here in the live chat, and we're going to recap how everybody did last week. But first, we got some exciting stuff we want to share. Well, more of a tease, but we are happy to announce that we have embarked on a fun little partnership with a professional football team. And we can give you a little tease, and more details will come in the following weeks. But coming soon to a YouTube channel and social media near you, the World of Football is teaming up with the AF1's Michigan Arsenal. And that's all I can say. We're going to team up with them. We got some cool stuff behind the scenes we are working on. And we are pretty excited to do that. Dan and I just got off of a Zoom call with some top men, as they say in Indiana Jones. And we look forward to, bringing some more cool content at you guys for the rest of the year and into 2026. So we ain't going anywhere as long as, Dad doesn't do something to get us pulled off. Aaron keeps his, cursing to himself. I think we should be good. So.
Yeah. So what is this going to be? Is this going to be like our 15th show that we're doing during the course of the season?
And
we got so many shows going on.
This is true. We've scaled back a little bit, but I think, we'll be able to fit this one in. And like I said, more details will come down the road, guys. But like I said, we are very excited to have a little bit of a partnership going with these guys. They've been super kind to us, and we just want to do our best to not let them down. And so
it's arena football. We're all about arena football, so we could not pass up this opportunity.
We could not. And I know as much as we love arena football, this show tonight is dedicated to talking about the big dog, the NFL. AF1, big in our hearts. But we're going to talk some picks here in a little bit, guys. And Leonard asking in the chat, how's the weather in Kalamazoo? I don't know if Aaron knows because Aaron's in Fort Wayne. It was a little windy. My leaves I raked up are starting to get moving all over my yard. So
yeah, it's in the 50s. I think it's the high is in the 50s every day this week. So it's not bad late in the day, but early in the morning, boy oh boy, you don't want to step outside for nothing.
Did you see the moon today? The moon was huge. We were coming back from dinner. Holy smokes!
Yeah,
that thing was huge.
Yep.
And okay, guys, I know you're all waiting for it. Let's get to it. Let's recap how we did last week. Starting with our week 9 picks, which saw B. Lewis, Mike Dolph, Jimmy, aka Lancaster Dragon Rats, and Royce all going 10-4. So congratulations to those guys. And then going 9-5, we had Randy, Mr. Nosy Otter, Hawkeye 07, Leonard, and Sea Dog. Aaron and I went 8-6. Not too bad. V Barry and Dale went 7-7, and Cringe at the bottom with a 5-9 record. Yeah, Sea Dog 9-5 is not bad. I would not hate that. And Leonard is asking you, Aaron, how's the weather in Fort Wayne?
Also pretty windy. So we hung up Christmas lights earlier and it was kind of chilly for my hands, but
Oh no. Hold on. Is this okay? I have to know. I am so anti-Christmas stuff before Thanksgiving. My wife, it bugs my wife. I wholeheartedly believe you have to wait till after Thanksgiving to do anything Christmas related. Dad, what are your thoughts? I know Aaron clearly just threw that all out the window.
it was more so weather related. It's gonna get real cold and rainy the next couple of weeks, or at least next week. So why not just put some lights up?
Okay,
you-
okay.
you
Maybe
put
I
'em-
can give the conceit of lights, but any other decorations I would have a problem with.
It's just lights right now.
It's okay to put them up. You just can't turn them on until after Thanksgiving.
Unless your lights on your garage are out or something, then maybe we can let that slide. And thank you, Sea Dog, for agreeing with me. Wait till after Thanksgiving, guys. Give Thanksgiving its respect. And speaking of respect, let's go and respect the full leaderboard as it looks right now. In first place, my buddy, our frequent commenter, Hawkeye 07, still at the top of the food chain with an 89-46 record after 135 games. Unbelievable. 65.93% correct picking rate. Like, job well done. Right behind him, Dad with 87 correct, Mike with 86 correct, B. Lewis with 85. I have 83, so we got a nice pocket of people in the 80s where who knows where that could all go. And then Mr. Nosy Otter, Royce, and Sea Dog all have 79. Dale is got 78 with Leonard, and Leonard obviously is missing 14 games. So Leonard, despite missing a full week, still making a play and staying above Aaron. I think that's the big story right there. Yep, a close race, Hawkeye 07, but easy for you to say when you're at the top.
Yeah, I'm right there
and
behind you.
And then Cringe, Jimmy, V Barry, all down there, and then obviously our 1 week wonders, Andrew and Slapsky, down there at the bottom. And Aaron, your wife just sent a picture in a little group chat with us of your lights on the outside of your house actually turned on. So I can't make that stuff up. That's great. Tell your wife thank you for that picture.
Yeah, she's sitting right over there. So
Yeah, she said just lights for now with a little devil face. But all right. Dad, I think it's time to get into this week's picks. But first we have to do our tradition, which is you reading our World of Football picks disclaimer.
Yes. Warning. If you plan to use our predictions as a means to justify your own gambling bets, then you, my friend, are an idiot. We don't know what we're talking about, and you should never listen to us for gambling advice. This is for entertainment purposes only.
That's right. We're going to let that sit for a second. And in the chat, Sea Dog said, oh, not that one. This one, my favorite person to listen to for gambling advice. Just kidding. So, hey, if you want gambling advice, I guess Aaron's your guy. He's the one who's always bragging about his little prop bets and getting little texts about how he did, making $50 here, $50 there. So, any good bets this week, Aaron, before we move on?
no, I only had like one good week, just like the picks, just one good week where I hit a few and cashed out immediately. So
That's the way to do it.
Right. All right, guys, let's start off this week's picks. Dad, I believe we have come back full circle to you. You will be the one to kick us off. And we are going to start with Thursday night's game, which sees the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to Denver to take on the Denver Broncos, who will be rocking those sweet John Elway era Broncos uniforms. That's what I like to call them, or the Durham Bulls looking Denver Broncos logo. What do you think, Randy? Who do you got winning this one?
I'm going with the home team, Denver Broncos, in this game.
yep, I agree. I agree with you on that one. Go Broncos.
I will also agree. Denver at home and wearing those particular uniforms. They've played absolutely outstanding the last few years whenever they've broken those out. And to be honest, I think they are very sharp looking. I love those uniforms. As much as I actually preferred when they left those to the Super Bowl winning Broncos uniforms they had for Super Bowl 32 and 3. I prefer those uniforms and that logo, but I do like it when they go back to those logos. And in the chat, Dale says he agrees. He's going with Denver as well. All right, let's move on. We have a international game that'll be taking place in Berlin, Germany. With this one, we'll see the Atlanta Falcons traveling to Germany to take on the Indianapolis Colts, who, surprise, surprise, had the biggest trade of the week, acquiring Sauce Gardner. Boy, I don't know how much he's going to play, but what an addition to that defense. Dad, who do you have winning this one in Berlin?
Well, I kind of went back and forth on this one. I think either team can win this game, but in the end, I chose the Colts.
Yeah, I'll agree with you again. Give me the Colts. They got beat up by the Steelers, and I think they get back on track against the Falcons.
Yep, I think I'm in agreement. We're going to go with our second sweep. I think the Colts bounce back. I don't know how much Sauce plays, but Atlanta's just been so hot and cold, and they'll play a close game, then they get blown out. I don't know what to make of that Falcons team. Penix is out too, I believe. So I don't know how much I trust Cousins at quarterback. If Cousins is the quarterback, I'm not even sure if he's 100% or not. So, but yeah, in the chat, we got Leonard taking the Colts. Dale's also taking the Colts. So I think we might be looking at a Colts sweep across the board from even our pickers or our
yeah.
friends in the chat. All right, the New Orleans Saints will travel to Carolina to take on the Panthers in an NFC South showdown. Dad, who do you got in that one?
Give me the mighty Panthers in that game.
Yep, I agree with you again. Give me the Panthers. They had that surprising win at Lambeau. I think they're playing with a lot of confidence right now. The Saints, on the other hand, are playing lost.
Yeah, I mean, the Panthers don't look now or got the same exact record, I believe, as the Kansas City Chiefs. And while they haven't had a lot of pretty wins, I think beating the Packers is a good, solid win. This Panthers team also, I can't ever make heads or tails of them, but I can make heads or tails of how bad the Saints have been lately. And just based on that track record alone, I will give the Panthers the home win there in that one. And in the chat, yep, I'm seeing quite a few guys. Dale taking the Panthers. C-Dog taking the Panthers. Oh, never mind. We got a Leonard who's taking the Saints. All right, Leonard. Put your money where your mouth is and put that pick in. I respect the heck out of that pick. All right. And then even Lancaster Dragon Rats going with the Panthers. So, all right, Leonard, you might be on an island, but I respect the heck out of that. All right, this next game, we'll see the New York Giants traveling to Chicago to take on the Bears. Dad, who you got?
Well, I wrote down my picks the other day, and I don't know why I did this, but I'm taking the Giants in that game.
Wow, okay. I'm actually a bit surprised by that one, but okay.
Yeah, I wish the Giants would win this game, but I think the Bears got some momentum of their own. They got some confidence, and without Scatabo, that offense is not as scary as it was 2 weeks ago. So give me the Bears.
Every time I pick against the Bears, outside of the first couple weeks, the Bears seem to find a way to pull something off. I don't like the Bears. I think they're frauds. I think they're beating up on a lot of bad teams right now. And I don't think the Giants are totally bad. I think the Giants are going to give them a run for their money. But unfortunately, maybe I hope to jinx them. I'm going to take the Bears this week, hoping that it jinxes them. So that's my plan of action there. And in the chat, C-Dog's going Giants. Dale's going Bears. Leonard going Bears, saying the Giants are going to get clobbered. Hawkeye 7, I was hoping the Giants would have traded for a wide receiver before the deadline. Yeah, that or a running back, something to make up for that Scatabo production. And Dragon Rats going with the Bears as well. All right, moving on to the next game. The Jacksonville Jaguars, off the hot foot of the new record holder for the longest field goal in NFL history, traveling to Houston to take on a Texans team that will be without CJ Stroud after that rough concussion last week.
Yeah.
You hate to see it. CJ, when he's on, CJ's a lot of fun to watch. But
Yes, he is.
But yeah, Dad, who do you got in this one?
I am going with the Jaguars in this game.
I should take the Jags, but I'm going to take the Texans. Their defense has played really good this year, and even without Stroud, I think maybe a full week of practice for that backup quarterback. Is it Davis Mills? I think
Might be
maybe
right,
maybe they get some division magic, and that defense can lead them to a victory.
Well, the Texans bit you in the butt last week, Aaron. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Dad and I took Denver, and you were in the middle there taking the Texans. So I'm going to give you an option right before I make my pick.
They only lost by a field goal. They had that game up until the fourth quarter. So
yeah, but they couldn't punch it. They couldn't punch it in the end zone. It was all field goals for them. Like, I don't know. That's not a recipe for success.
I'll stick with them.
All righty. Well, I'm going to go with Cam Little breaking his own record this week. I think they're going to try to kick a 70-yarder in this one. And we're going to have a new record this week. I think that'd be awesome. That's my prediction. Go Jags. I'm taking the Jags in this one. In the chat, let's see. C-Dog going Jags. Dale's going Texans. Leonard's taking the Jags. Dragon Rats is taking the Texans. Hawkeye 07, this is the hardest game this week to pick. Texans kicker also having an injury. He's their offense too. So, yeah, that could definitely ruin their chances to win this one. Good to know. And, yep. Texans kicked 5 field goals last week, Leonard. Yep, yes, they did. And I watched Denver kick that game winner. That was a heck of an ending for that game. All right, the next game, the Buffalo Bills travel down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Dad, who do you got?
Let's see. I've got the Bills in that game.
You're not taking the home team?
No, not when the Bills are involved.
Yeah, give me the Bills.
Yeah, I can't trust Miami. They have flashes, but they were starting to trade pieces at the deadline. I don't know if they're throwing in the towel all the way. They're not even willing to fire their head coach. I can't make heads or tails of them. So I'm going to stick with the Bills, getting momentum going forward the rest of the year. And let's see. Obviously, Dale taking his hometown Bills. Lancaster going Bills. And Dale's going Bills. That's his secondary team. So, all right. The Baltimore Ravens travel to Minnesota to take on the Vikings in a purple matchup. Randy, who you got?
Give me the Purple Ravens over the Vikings.
Yeah, I wish the Ravens would win this one, but I think Minnesota is going to have some confidence after beating the Lions on the road. JJ McCarthy's back. They're back at home. I feel like Minnesota is going to win as much as I want them to lose.
Yeah, this is a coin flip for me, but I think this is where the Ravens start their monstrous comeback this year to make it to the playoffs. So I'm going to take the Ravens to get a big road win against the Vikings team that's probably feeling themselves a little too much. I'm not saying their win against Detroit was fraudulent. It definitely wasn't perfect, and they deserve to win that game. I will go right out and say that. I know our friend Royce, who's usually in the chat for these things, would be shocked to hear me say that, but I am going to go with Ravens this week. I can't be bothered to pick the Vikings, unfortunately. In the chat, Sea Dog's going Ravens. Dale's going Ravens as well. Dragon Rats is going Vikings, and Leonard's going Ravens in that one. So nice little healthy mix there. All right, moving on to the final game of this slate here. This should be the toilet bowl of toilet bowl games. The definition of the Browns getting taken to the Super Bowl for them. This is their biggest game of the year. The Browns taking on the Jets. I guess we could also call this the Fire Sale Bowl because I don't trust either of these teams. Dad, who do you trust?
Originally, I had the Browns in this one, but I changed my mind and I'm going with the Jets.
Why?
Just because they're at home. Because they're at home.
Oh, the team that's legitimately selling off their best players, and you go with that team?
Yeah. Call me crazy.
All right, You are crazy. It's your pick. Do whatever you want with it. Like Hawkeye says in the chats, can the Jets even field a full defensive roster? I don't think they can. So, Aaron, who do you got?
Do you have that tie graphic created?
I don't. Are you seriously going with a tie?
No, I'll go with the Browns. Fresh off a bye week, maybe they're a little bit rested, so we'll see what happens.
I think I'm gonna go Browns as well. I think Mr. Oh crap, what's their defensive lineman's name?
Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett's gonna have a field day. Woof. I think he's gonna break a sack record again this week. So I'm going Browns. Let's see here. In the chat, we got Dragon Rats going Jets. Leonard going Browns. Jets are a joke. Dale says, in the toilet bowl, give me the Browns. I hope we don't get to see this game at all. Sea-Dog going Browns. And Dragon Rat says, Aaron, I flirted with that 3 times this year already, talking about that tie. So
I could see a 0-0 tie in this game. I really could.
Oh boy, I think this will be, if anybody's scoring, it's these defenses. I'm going to tell you that right now.
There you go.
If there's a prop bet for Myles Garrett getting a touchdown or a safety, I'd take it.
Yeah, they need to put Myles Garrett in the old school arena football Iron Man, put him at fullback.
Yeah, just hand him the ball. He'll score. All right. Let's see. We're going to move on to the next side of the picks here. There we go. Make sure that will be up. All right. The New England Patriots are traveling to Tampa to take on the Buccaneers. Dad, who do you got in that one?
This should be a good game. 2 really good teams, but I am going to go with the road team in this one. Give me the Patriots.
Oh.
Wow, that's a gutsy pick. Both teams are playing really well. I think Tampa's coming off a bye, so give me the Buccaneers. Hopefully Bucky Irving's back, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think despite the Bucs getting a win before their bye week, I think Baker's going to get right. Hopefully they get Egbuka back. I'm taking the Bucs in that one. And Dale also in the chat is taking Tampa in that one. So should be a good game. I think this will be a great game. I think at the end of the day, Patriots on the trajectory up. Buccaneers stock's been pretty high. Leonard's going with the Patriots. His sister-in-law, Caitlin, is a Patriots fan. Hi, Caitlin. Send her a link to the show, Leonard. let her know you gave her a shout-out. And
Tom Brady Bowl.
Going the former Tom Brady Bowl. There you go. It'd be something. If they got him to broadcast that game, that would be something. And Sea-Dog going Patriots. All right, next game, guys. The Arizona Cardinals traveling to Seattle to take the Seahawks on. Kyler Murray will be on injured reserve for the next 4 weeks with that foot injury. So, what is it? Jacoby Brissett going to be taking over the starting duties, and they look pretty solid with him at the helm. So, does that give them a chance in this game, Dad?
Maybe, but I'm still going to go with the Seahawks in this game.
I agree. Give me the Seahawks. Arizona did play good. Despite it being a division matchup, I just think the Seahawks at home is going to be too much this week.
Yeah, I think this will be a sneaky good game. I think the Cardinals will give them a run for their money, but I too, at the end of the day, I'm going with the 12th man. Seattle at home is usually pretty tough to beat. So yeah, give me the Seabirds. And let's see, what else is everybody picking? We got Dragon Rats going Seattle. Dale says, give me the Seahawks in this game. Seahawks have a great defense. They might have the best in the NFL. Hey, they are a pretty good defense. I have them as my fantasy defense, and they do pretty good for me every week, despite my record being really bad. They're my lone highlight, pretty much. And let's see, Sea-Dog's going Seahawks, and Leonard's going Seattle. He has Leonard, is there nobody you don't know that has a favorite team? You got a sister. He's got relatives in Washington State. Man, you tell all of them to watch this show, Leonard. We'd appreciate it. All these shout outs they're getting this week. All right, let's go out to the West Coast, the NFC West. The Los Angeles Rams are traveling to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers in another NFC West division match. I didn't realize that until just now, that the NFC West is all playing each other this weekend. Dad, who do you got?
I got Matthew Stafford in the Rams this week.
I am gonna pull a Randy and take the home team. This is gonna
Oh,
be probably the game of the week. The two teams at the top of the division. The winner keeps pace to lead the division. The loser takes a step back. So a lot on the line.
I was leaning Rams in this one, but something about a Kyle Shanahan led team against a division opponent in your own building makes me think he's going to have this team rearing to go. As great as Matthew Stafford's been playing this year, Matthew Stafford's been playing out of his mind good this year. I'm going to go with San Francisco. I'm going to do the home team thing. I just think it'll be a great game. I think it'll be a lot of fun, but I see San Francisco just edging it out and surprising us all. All right, and then the chat. Let's see here. Sea Dog is going Rams. Dragon Rats is going Rams. Leonard's going Rams. Hawkeye 07 after the embarrassment last time. I think the Rams have a better game plan. So a lot of Rams, Aaron, going against us.
It's not a bad pick.
No. We'll see. We'll see. That's why we do this. It'll be fun. All right, now the game we all know you're excited about, and hearing our thoughts on this game and who we could possibly be picking for this next matchup as the Detroit Lions travel to Washington to take on the Commanders. Before you make your pick, Dad, I do want to say Jaden Daniels being out for maybe the rest of the year with that horrific elbow injury. What was it, like an ACL in his elbow?
They said it was a dislocated elbow is what I read the other day.
Just absolutely horrific. You hate to see it. I wanted to play this team with Jaden Daniels at the helm. I wanted a little revenge for the Lions from that playoff loss. But, you know, it's the way the NFL rolls sometimes. You got to play who's put in front of you, no matter who they got lined up. And, yeah, I hope I'm a speedy recovery. I think Jaden Daniels is a heck of a player. Washington's got a nice team over there, a lot of good young pieces. So, Dad, with all that being said, I'm going to throw it over to you to make your pick.
I think Detroit makes a big comeback this week. I think they're going to get things right. And so I'm picking Detroit in this game.
Yeah, give me the Lions. Like I said, once they lose, they usually bounce back and put on a show. So even though they're on the road, that offensive line got embarrassed and injured and beat up last week against the Vikings. I think they come back with a refound sense of pride or Dan Campbell spirit. I don't know. They'll come back and fight this week. So,
yeah, there's something about the Lions' bounce back factor that just is absolutely incredible. The fact they've been able to do this for the last, the 3 seasons now. They've not lost back-to-back games. I don't know what Dan Campbell does, what he juices that team up with. But, you know, John Morton had his name dragged through the mud all week about his play calling, and this will be the 3rd time this season this has happened where the Lions are just, they're cooked, they're done, windows closed, all the sky is falling nonsense that happens after Lions lost now. Like everybody forgets, like they're still actually a really good team. Just sometimes teams have an off week, and this was one of them. Like the Lions will be fine. They'll bounce back. I think John Morton goes out there and puts on a clinic. And if he doesn't, then you know what? I might have to side with some Lions fans and be like, what is John Morton doing? But until then, I'm taking the Lions. I'm feeling pretty confident about this one. I do feel bad for Washington losing Jaden Daniels, though. I can't say that enough. I really do wish we were playing Jaden Daniels so that I'd feel a little better if we did beat the Commanders. Like, we got a little revenge, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
I don't think the Lions had an off week last week. I think Minnesota came in still PO'd about losing, last year to them. And, being a road team, in the playoffs, it's so that they were really targeting this game, and boy, did they ever.
Yeah, great. Yeah, Minnesota did come out swinging, but Detroit also played a very sloppy game, a very winnable game that they just kind of let get through their fingers too. But Minnesota did deserve that one. Let's see here. In the chat, Dragon Rats going Lions, Sea Dog going Lions. Dale says, give me the Detroit Lions in this game, but they better not disappoint me again. Yeah, us 4, Dale.
Yeah, I agree with
Leonard. Dale says, Leonard says, Detroit is another of my secondary teams, but I have family who are Washington fans. There we go again. Leonard and the family, but he is taking Detroit in this one. And B. Lewis, welcome to the chat, says Lions play the NFC East in the next 5 weeks, and I think they will go 2-3, losing to my hometown. We'll get to the Eagles next week, B. Lewis. Come on now, just settle down with that. We'll get to your Eagles here in a second. So, all right, let's move on to the Sunday night game, shall we? Which will see the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. Dad, who do you have in that one?
I am going to go with the home team Chargers in that game. Pittsburgh is playing very well, and maybe this is just I want the Chargers to beat them so bad that I'm picking the Chargers. But at home, I think the Chargers have a bit of an edge.
I'm going to take the Steelers. That offensive line for Los Angeles is pretty beat up. They don't have their 2 best tackles, so I think TJ Watt is going to have a massive impact on how this game plays out.
Fascinating. What I'm curious about is I feel like Steelers fans travel, and they travel very well. And if there's one thing a home Chargers game ends up being, it's a home game for the other team. As good as the Chargers are and as talented as they are, the Steelers are actually playing really good, gritty football. And I was originally leaning Chargers, but I think I'm going to go with the Steelers kind of coming up with an upset win in this one. And how I'm feeling.
Rodgers is the SoCal kid, so showing out for his home state.
Yeah, but it's not like his family members are going to show up. His family doesn't give a crap about him, just like he doesn't give a crap about his family. So,
whatever.
Yikes.
It's true. It's documented. His family hates him, and he hates his families. I don't feel bad saying that about Aaron Rodgers. All right. Let's see. Sea-Dog is taking the Chargers in this one. Dragon Rat's taking the Chargers. Leonard's going Steelers. Heck yeah, we're right there with you. And then Dale, give me the Chargers in this game. All right. And let's move on to the Monday night showdown, which sees the Philadelphia Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champions, traveling up to Lambeau to take on Jordan Love and the Packers. Dad, who do you got?
I am taking the Eagles in this game.
Yeah, let's go Eagles. Beat up on those cheeseheads. 2 in a row, hopefully. Losses at Lambeau, so let's go Hurts.
Yep, I think the Eagles go on the road and they get a nice big win on Monday Night Football. Jalen Hurts will probably throw it to A.J. Brown all night, and Jordan Love will throw it to the other team, is what I'm hoping, fingers crossed. So we're going with an Eagles sweep. And let's see, going through the chat here, Sea-Dog is taking the Packers in this one. Dale is taking the Eagles because the Packers played a stinker of a game, and if they do that again, they're going to get their butts waxed. How you know they're going to get their butts waxed is a little creepy, Dale, but I will trust your sources. All right, bad jokes aside. Anything that I'm by this week, Bengals, Cowboys, Chiefs, and Titans.
According to my estimation, we have the 3 of us anyway have agreed on 7 of the 14 picks this week.
Okay. Well, it should be interesting. We'll see how the week plays out. Thanks again to everybody for stopping by the live chat. This was a fun show tonight. I feel like we really hit our stride. A lot of good vibes, good energy up in here. And for those of you joining the stream a little late, we did share some news at the beginning of the stream. And we'll just quickly plug this again, that we have partnered with the AF1's Michigan Arsenal for something we can't talk about just yet. But we can say that we have a virtual handshake agreement with them to do some stuff in the near future. So keep your eyes peeled to the social medias, to the YouTube channel for stuff coming down the pipe. So very excited. A lot of fun stuff happening over here at the World of Football, guys. And we are so appreciative to have every single one of you stopping by and hanging out with us. And Hawkeye 7 Idris says, good night, Uncle Snow. Good night, young Idris. I will be attending the birthday party this weekend, so I will be there for my little buddy. So guys, that should do it for us here at the World of Football. Have a great week. Watch a lot of great football. There's a lot of cool stuff going on between NFL, college football, Canadian Football League finals this weekend to determine who goes to that Grey Cup game. Should be no shortage of tremendous games at your fingertips, unless you have YouTube TV and can't access ESPN, then you might be out of luck. But hopefully we'll see you guys next week. And until then, happy picking, and leave those comments, leave your picks down in the comments below or on the post in the community tab. And we'll see you guys next time on the World of Football. And also, don't hang up your Christmas crap till after Thanksgiving. Good night, everybody.